Microfinance.
Jane Addams, along with Ellen Gate Starr, started a unique home with 20 or so residents that attempted to offer not only educational and food and shelter, but also cultural options. The Hull House began in 1889. The Hull House stood in one of the industrial areas. Adams and Starr hoped that the Hull House would bring some light into the people's lives. The Hull House was for the lower class people in Chicago.
There was shelter given in the Hull House. There was also food given, and in some cases, education was also given to people who couldn't afford this. The only con in the Hull House was the lack of space. And trust me, it was very, very crowded in there since Jane Addams was such a caring woman. The wealthy community in the near west side of Chicago did not appreciate what Jane Addams was doing, because the poor immigrants were getting something they didn't deserve. They didn't work for it, so it didn't make sense for them to have it.
22,000 children die each day due to poverty. At least 80% of humanity lives on less than $10 a day. Nearly 1 billion people enter the 21st century unable to read a book or sign their names, which shows that the education of kids is affected by poverty, which is a huge problem in today's world. People are trying to help this disaster by creating charity organizations to give kids medical, living, and educational needs.
Muhammad Yunus found the Grameen Bank. Muhammad Yunus is a Pakistani politician who won the Nobel Prize for finding the Grameen Bank in the future. As of July 2009, the Grameen Bank has 7.93 million borrowers, 97% of whom are women. With 2,558 branches, the Grameen Bank provides services in 84,573 villages, covering 100% of those in Bangladesh. Grameen Bank plans to expand their reach from mostly Asia to most of Africa. The Grameen Bank are partnering with You Change Purong, a local Chinese social enterprise, to lower the levels of poverty in their nation. Grameen Bank uses qualitative and quantitative market research and data analytics to understand the financial needs of poverty-filled villages and households in the world.
The Grameen Bank has multiple reasons why it's helpful. Some of them are because it gives the unfortunate people a chance to live their lives in a comfortable, but yet also in a very efficient way. They use microfinance in one of their ways to help the people. Microfinance is when an organization gives small amounts of money to the poor. It could even be as small as 10 rupees, but it can still change lives.
The Grameen Bank relates to the Hull House because they both help fight poverty. The Grameen Bank provides microloans to poor people, whereas the Hull House creates a community center where young children can receive food, shelter, and education. The Hull House didn't financially help poor people like Grameen Bank, but instead of spending money on food, shelter, and education, the Hull House have it for free. This is indirectly helping the poor people financially.